Building a poor man's Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170. Let's go. So it's quite possible you've never heard of me, never seen me, anything like that, but my name is John from Boosted Motorsports. This is Boosted Motorsports 2. A lot of reasons why I'm building a second channel, but we'll get into that and save that for another video. We do a lot of hellcat swaps here, but let me show you guys, instead of talking about it, I'll show you guys the different hellcat swaps we completed and where we're going with things. So you might have just learned about our channel from our Scat Pack 6.4 392 HEMI swap Dodge Dakota, but this has been on our main channel for a while. This is the Hellcota, the hellcat swapped Dodge Dakota, and this kind of put us on the map as far as Boosted Motorsports. There you go. So a lot of the stuff we do here, it's as OEM as possible, as if it came like this from the factory. Not only does it have the 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi, but it also has the 8HP90, the Hellcat transmission. But let's show you guys inside this thing. Inside, it has a complete Dodge Charger interior, fully converted, everything works, paddle shifters work. A lot of people are more surprised and impressed by the interior than the actual performance of this thing, but here's one of them. So that's the Hellcota. Let's move on to the Hell Ram. This is single cab Hellcat swapped Ram 1500. This one is turned up decently as well. It's full E85 conversion. This truck went a 10.6 in the quarter mile. 65, 128. So went a little bit faster, but not much faster. With full weight, no prep, so we didn't take anything out of it, and she's still got a lot more on the table. But let's talk about our Dodge Challenger. We've got the engine here on the stand. I'm just waiting for some head gaskets and head bolts, and then we'll end up pulling the heads, cleaning everything up. We do have the original blower right there, but I also have a ported blower in that box. So we got a lot of stuff, and if you guys stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you and tell you guys exactly what we paid for everything. So if you haven't seen this vehicle had a transmission failure, which led to a fire, and we finally have it looking right. So we've got a bunch of pieces. We don't have the engine in it just yet, but let me show you guys and give you a quick rundown of what it looked like and how it got to here. All right, so we picked up the car here, and this is the condition that was in originally. So everything was burnt, a lot of melted stuff, and me and my buddy Steve cleaned it out. Then me and my buddy Brett took the transmission out. This is, I'm sure, what caused the explosion or the fire. You can see the transmission just absolutely obliterated in a million pieces, and that was it when we took it out. It was just barely hanging on. Then we took the engine out, of course, and we were just trying to get this thing stripped down. We checked out the engine. Everything looks really, really good inside it. We're gonna pull the heads though shortly. Me and my buddy Brett ended up turning this thing around, pushing it outside so we could get it a little bit more clean and get things stripped down. So we started taking off the fenders, took out the dash, took out just more burnt stuff, and getting this thing stripped down to the basics. All this stuff is in full detail on the main channel. Then we went ahead and started sanding it, sandblasting it, just getting everything nice and stripped down clean. We actually went overkill, went better than factory. You can see here, we stripped it right down to bare metal. Then we put self-etching primer on the whole thing, got it all prepped. After the self-etching primer, we went and put actual primer on it. So another coat of primer just to make sure this thing is absolutely way better than OEM. Then I'm actually learning paint here, so I went ahead and we just used some regular stuff. I'm over here spray painting it with orange. So this is the Go Mango color, the factory color. Here it is just in base, and then here's me clear coating the whole thing. So a lot more detail on this on the full length episodes, but here it is fully cleared. Like I said, way more paint. Normally the factory one would just have a lot of primer. Here I am doing the actual firewall. So we're inside here, sanding it, cleaning off all the goo. Again, same procedure, self-etching primer here, put seam sealer where it was missing. And then after this, we went ahead and painted it orange. Not only that, but we painted it factory color and then also clear coated it on top, which there was never clear inside the vehicle on the interior firewall, but lots more in depth on this on the full length episodes. So as it stands right now, we got most of the interior back into it. A lot of the electrical stuff is done. Let me show you under the hood. So we've got our engine bay harness all ready to go. We just got a few odds and ends. Also, we could install the functional hood scoop as well and route that into a stock intake, but we've got lots of options. So let me know what you guys think. Should we turn this into a poor man's Dodge Demon 170? Since we've already converted other vehicles to E85, it only makes sense that we'll probably end up doing E85 on this one as well, which is part of the important part on the 170. And we can completely rebuild the engine, which we pretty much are going to. If you guys haven't seen the videos yet, head over to the main channel. That's where I post most of my content, but for whatever reason, YouTube seems to be suggesting my content over here on Boosted Motorsports too. So we're gonna post over here, post over there, kind of just bounce back and forth, and whatever one hits, that's where we'll keep posting more videos. So I'm pretty excited. What do you guys think? What kind of ideas do you want to see on this? So we are gonna be putting a ported blower, a bunch of different stuff, but I kind of wanted to introduce the project to you guys here, get some of your guys' feedback and see which direction you guys wanna go. So essentially what I wanna do is kind of put this thing on a little bit of a diet too, as far as weight. Do you guys want to see the wide body kit on it? Do you guys like the narrow body? You guys know the 170 is pretty much narrow body front, wide body rear, which I could do to this thing. And I also wanted to save the best for last on what we paid for this thing. So I promised you guys at the beginning that I would tell you. So we ended up picking up this car. Most people said not to fix it, but I saw what we could do with it, and we ended up picking up the car for $10K, you guys. So we have a huge room for a budget on this thing. We already kind of dipped into the motor a little bit. The motor's okay, but we're still gonna pull the heads and kind of freshen everything up before it goes back together. And I'm excited to share the whole project with you guys. So if you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. We also have a website where we sell parts, merch, all sorts of stuff. So go over there, support your boy. You guys can get yourself t-shirts. We got consultations as well. We've got some parts, but if you guys are looking for help on your Hellcat or HEMI swap, obviously we know what we're doing over here, and we've helped a bunch of happy customers as well to narrow down their problems, their issues, their concerns, and get their vehicle swapped however fashion they please. So anyways, that's it for this video. I just want to do a quick little video, show you guys some of the stuff we have on the go. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and you'll be notified of the latest videos. Catch you guys in the next one.